Hi, I'm Jessica. I have a small business called Jessica's Cozy Creations where I make plushies and sell them mostly at markets. And welcome back to my bedroom where my bed is never made. It is currently Monday, June 16th. I have a market this Saturday, sort of a market. I actually wasn't planning on doing anything in between the Strawberry Festival and the Ohio State Fair, which I have coming up in a couple of weeks. But last year I did the 4th annual Walmart extravaganza. I have such a hard time saying that word. But this year they're doing another one and I enjoyed it last year. It's only $25 and I only made like a couple hundred off of it. So I figured it's not really gonna like hurt my inventory that much and it will help pay for like some groceries in between that long period of time where I won't be making money. So what I had left over from the Strawberry Festival, not including the, I pulled out some of the Christmas items and I sold a couple of things from that just to make the booth look less picked over, but I didn't count that in the inventory. I went ahead and I put that back in storage. So what I had left after the Strawberry Festival in inventory was $426. And then over the past week or so, I have made $1,018 worth of inventory. So altogether I have $1,444 worth of inventory, and then I have a little less than a week to prepare for this weekend. So basically I'm just gonna see how much I can get done within the next week before this weekend, and then either I will take you along for this weekend at the end of this video, or I will make another video depending on how long this turns out to be. So right now I did count these two loaf cats in with the inventory because they're just about done. I just need to do their faces, so I'm going to do that really fast. Alright, those are done. This one got a really little snoot and I kind of love it. I really like this yarn, by the way. It is dappled Bernat and it's charcoal. It's super soft and I like the way that it works up for cats. I think I am still going to do some black cats because, you know, this isn't quite black. But I like that he got like the little light color on the tip of his tail. I think that worked out really nicely. So there's those guys. And I think next what I'm going to do is I have a couple of snails. I have a couple of snails that need to be finished. These guys are going to have avocados as their shell, and then this one is going to be strawberry, and then I think I want to do another strawberry one. I already have 2 orange ones, 2 pineapple ones. I'm going to have 2 avocados, 2 strawberries, and then maybe 2 blueberries. We're going to see because I need to have like some more variety, so we'll see how quickly I get these done. I feel like that kind of took me longer than I expected, but I got them done. Here are the strawberry ones, and here are the avocado ones. The reason that the avocado looks different here is because I thought I would try to make the pattern faster, and no, it doesn't look as cute. It's still cute on its own, like you wouldn't really know if it were just by itself, but this is better. And I actually do think that this was faster because I was spending time trying to figure out how to make it faster. And then just to show you guys, I made these the other day, but here are the orange ones, and then here are the pineapple ones. So I think for now I'm going to be done with the snails, and then if I have time later on I'll come back and do the blueberry ones, but I need to make sure that I have some variety. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my walking pad, and I'm going to walk while I make chickens. I like to make easier things while I walk. So that's what I'll do, and we'll see how many I get done. Just made 6 chickens while I was walking. They still need their combs. I don't know what they're called. I'm just gonna call them combs, but they still need their little red thingies. And I think I'm gonna make a couple more, or I'm gonna make a couple of white ones because I don't have any white ones right now, and those are usually my most popular. So I'm just gonna work on that until my husband gets home, and then we're probably gonna go out to eat to celebrate because I just found out that he got a promotion, so that's exciting. All right, guys, it is Tuesday. Sorry I did not update you guys on what I did last night. I was just chilling and kind of forgot, honestly. So I will show you now. So I did finish those 3 chickens after we went out to dinner. So altogether I have 9 chickens from yesterday. And then I ended up doing 5 chicks. Let me know if you like the bigger eyes or the smaller eyes. I just feel like I keep on doing bigger and bigger eyes on my plushies as time goes on. And I don't know if that's too big. So let me know what you think. And then last night I also started working on a fairy. I got the ears and the arms, and then this is meant to go in the neck later on to make it hold up better. And then I did most of the legs. This morning I did a little bit more, but then I decided to get up and do my makeup just because that's what I felt like doing. So most of this was from last night. A tiny bit of it was from this morning. I am getting a super late start on the day because I decided to take a nap as well, which I usually never do, but I was just too tired and I knew I was going to be a big grump all day if I didn't take a nap. So that's what I did. So I'm going to work on finishing this fairy, and then, I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood for big projects, but I also need small stuff. Honestly, I need both. I don't have much variety in my small stuff, and I don't have very much big stuff like at all. So I don't know, we'll just see wherever my heart takes me today. So far, this is what I have done. This is a much bigger project than I realized. First of all, it turns out bigger than I expected it to. Second of all, for me personally, I feel like the way that it's written can be a little bit frustrating at times. It could just be because I'm kind of groggy anytime. That's why I don't really like naps. Anytime I take a nap, I feel like I'm just kind of groggy the whole day. But I don't know. It's a little bit more complicated than I expected, and I have to like keep on rereading the same thing over and over to understand it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it probably is just me, but I think I'm going to take a break from this for now. I want to get to walking because it is 2 o'clock. It's getting late. I usually start walking before then because it usually takes me, depending on how fast I walk, a couple of hours. I think what I'm going to do is maybe work on some little mushy boys or something while I walk. Just something more simple that I don't have to read a pattern or anything. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Okay, I just finished and I was able to do 4 mushy boys and 1 cap. But I am about to take a break from crocheting because my fiance's grandma is gonna, or fiance, we're married. My husband's grandma, we've been married for over a year too. My husband's grandma is coming today, so I want to clean myself up a little bit, pick up the apartment a little bit, and then hang out with her, and then I will do more tonight. Okay, so his grandma came over for dinner, and then afterwards we hung out and we chatted, and while we were doing that, I finished making this mushy boy, and I made 2 more. I'm thinking at this point I really don't want to finish that doll. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'm kind of dreading it. I'm dreading finishing the head and doing the hair. I'm not a big fan of doing hair. So I think what I'm going to do is probably work on a strawberry cow tonight and update you guys tomorrow on how much of it I've got done. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I haven't even brushed my hair yet. I did brush my teeth and I did make my tea, but I just didn't brush my hair. I'm just chilling on the couch right now because this is where I was last night and I don't feel like bringing all this stuff into the bedroom just yet. I'm going to just sip on my tea while I make a cow. We are back in the office slash bedroom, and I have a headless cow that needs sewn together. I got all the parts done. I did decide to clean up a little bit. I brushed my hair and did a little flippy thing so it doesn't look so crazy. But I'm about to do that, and then after that, all I'll have to do is make the strawberry purse because it's a strawberry cow. And then I think before I do that, I'm gonna walk. I guess I could walk while I make the strawberry purse now that I think about it. But the difficult thing is, like, I try to stick with like only 1 or 2 colors of yarn because they kind of just sit in a pile on the floor if I have too many. I don't know, we'll see. But I do need to get to walking after I sew this together, so maybe I will make the purse while I walk. But once again, it's getting late. I slept in again, and I need to get that walking done before he gets home. So here she is assembled in all of her glory. I did decide that I'm going to wait and do the bag after I walk. I am going to make some gummy bears and also maybe some pigs while I walk. Do not worry, I did not forget about the doll. I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I don't know when I will get it done, but I will get it done by the end of the video. Maybe it will be the grand finale, who knows, but I'm putting that on the back burner right now. All right, I'm gonna walk. Okay, so I'm done with that, and I guess I had a little bit more time than I realized because I have 30 minutes left before I have to get my daughter. I can walk like after I pick her up, but I prefer to get it done before then so that I can just be out there in the living room with her. So yay, I'm glad to be done with that. And while I was walking today, I was able to get done. I decided to focus on pigs first because I don't like working with this yarn, so I just wanted to get it out of the way. I got 4 pigs done, and then I did 2 gummy bears. I think before I get her, I'm gonna have a snack and relax a bit. Hi guys, it's the next day. It's Thursday evening, and I know I'm looking kind of rough. It's, I have a reason for that. I got some pretty bad news yesterday, trigger warning. I found out yesterday that my dad died. So I am not doing great, but I did still want to finish this video, and I still want to just continue to keep working and keep myself busy. Between that time I did crochet some things. I just wasn't really in the mood to film, but yeah, I think that's the best thing for me, is to just keep on going right now. So sorry if that is a big downer, but that's life, right? Just to be clear, we weren't super close. He was still my dad, and we do still have some memories. We just weren't close in my adulthood. So yeah, I am gonna just try my best to be upbeat in this video because I am excited about this video. I'm excited about videos that I have planned, and you know, that's what's gonna keep me doing okay right now, is just doing things that make me happy. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the things that I made in between that time, and then we're just gonna continue the video. So I did finish the strawberry bag for the strawberry cow. So the strawberry cow is done. I decided to make a strawberry cat. Then I saw a video by Melly Inspired Crochet that was about filling up this bingo card with these different sea creature patterns. So I decided to do that. I think that that's something that will be good for me right now, is to just like do new things. By the time the video goes up, I think that it will be just about over, but I'll still leave a link in the description because they are really small and fast, so you could honestly do them all in a couple of days. So last night I did a jellyfish and clownfish and a squid And then I think my favorite so far is the hammerhead shark. He's just too flipping cute. I don't think that I will get all these done in this video because I only have 2 days left and there are other things that I need to prioritize. I didn't want to make like a whole video on it specifically because it was just something I saw and I was like, yeah, I'll do that, and it just happens to be partially in this video. So I'll probably do another pack today and then I'll probably be done with it. We'll see what else I need for Saturday because we only have 2 days left. Okay guys, I'm sorry that at this point this video has just been bouncing around. Yesterday was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. So it is Friday. It is the last day before I go to the market. Today I'll be meeting my family at the lake to process this together and just be together. I don't know how much I will get done today, but I'm still gonna try. I do still really want to finish that doll. I'm gonna work on it a little bit before we leave, but I don't know if it's gonna get done. It's not like my main priority right now. I did crochet some more yesterday. I'm really enjoying doing these little small sea creatures. I decided to do, let's see if I can get the other one, 4 baby sharks. I think that this will be a pattern that I do pretty regularly. This isn't usually the keychain thing that I use. I realized I was out, so I used these. Otherwise I probably would have done some like grays, but with a pink thing on it, I didn't really know if anybody would want that. So 4 of those. And then we got a whale shark. And then an octo. A stingray. I really like this one more than I thought I was going to. I think he's cool. Anglerfish. I'm a little bummed that his little thing doesn't want to like be straight, but that's okay. He's just a little wonky. Gives him extra character, you know? And then a little whale. This is the first whale I've ever done. Actually, a lot of these animals are my first. I think I've only done a stingray and an octo. I usually don't do sea creatures. I feel like everybody else does them and I already have enough things that everybody else does, so. But it was fun. And then a little crabby crab. And I did 2 bees while I was walking. I did decide to walk yesterday because I had a goal for the week and I'm still going strong on that. I didn't walk as much as I usually do, but I figured it would be good for me, so I made some bees while I walked. I think I'm going to bring some stuff to the lake to work on while everybody's like sitting around chatting. But sometimes I bring stuff and then I don't end up crocheting, so we'll see. Alright guys, it is Saturday, but I still am here to film the outro. After the lake, I was just like way more tired than I expected because we went swimming and we talked about a lot of things and just, I was a lot more exhausted than I expected. But I do have some good news, and the good news is that on the way there and back, because it was kind of a long drive, I did crochet the parts to the fairy. So I did get her done. It took a lot more time than I thought. I did do the hair differently than what she did in the pattern because I didn't quite understand and I was just like, I need to get this done. So I still think it turned out cute. It's just a little bit different than the pattern. And then she had a flower that was supposed to go here, but after I put that on, I was like, honestly, I just like her like that. I think a flower would be a little too bulky. So what I did is I took it, and this was originally the front. It's a little bit more, it wasn't that covered at first, but then I decided to do like a front panel and just sew it on. So I just made that into a keychain so it didn't go to waste because I had already had it made. Another thing is her head doesn't stay up, and I'm bummed about that. I did not know how big her head was going to be and how heavy it was going to be. That's a part of the reason I don't like doing dolls, because I'm not used to it. So I never know like how heavy the head is going to be until I get everything on it and I'm like, holy crap, it's way heavier than I thought. Because there is an inner tube in this that like I crocheted around, but I think I didn't stuff it. I'm not sure if she said in the pattern to stuff it or not, but either way, I wish I would have known how heavy the head was going to be. That's my fault. I'm not used to doing dolls. I'm not a big fan of the hair, like doing the hair. So I don't know if I'll do this again. If I do, I will definitely fix some of the mistakes I made. But overall, she's cute. I feel like she's worth more than 90, but because of the head issue, I just made her 90, and we'll see if she sells at that. If not, then I'll lower it. Dolls aren't my specialty. It is what it is, you know? And then you will just have to trust me on this because I'm not trying to dig for the other one, but I made 2 bees yesterday as well. That was all I was able to get done yesterday because I was spending time with my family, which I don't regret. So, it definitely put me in a better mood for today because it was all like doom and gloom for a couple of days, but I'm in a better mood. I'm ready for today. So I did take inventory last night of how much I made in the past, what was that, 5 days? And it was $868 worth of inventory. I am not the happiest with that, but I was hoping to get to 1,000. But given the circumstances, I think it was pretty good, fairly close-ish. Yeah, so I'm not gonna complain. It was pretty decent. But I do have to go to a market, so I will see you in the next one where I look exactly like this.